On underdog. You can make picks and win money.
Hey, I'm just getting set up here.
On underdog. Right? You can make win up to 1,000 times your money. You can play in 35 states, including California, Georgia, Texas, and Missouri. So join the pack of over 7 million already signed up on underdog. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Looking for the GOAT of rookie and signing? Ace of all trades isn't just good. We're the greatest of all time when it comes to quality.
5-2 was the final last night, if you guys didn't know.
Signing gutters. If it's outside of your home, the GOAT gets it done right. Let's just ask the GOAT ourselves. See, even the GOAT. AOAT Extreme.
Bridge Live is presented by your local Toyota dealer. It is a beautiful night here at Truist Park. The battery is bumping as everyone's getting ready for Game 3 between the Nationals and the Braves. This is our Zaxby's countdown clock. You see right there, just under 19 minutes.
Just under
Underway.
19
The Braves
minutes.
are to win their third straight game. They've won 7 of their last 10, so let's see if they can keep it rolling. Peter, how are they going to do it? Give us your fourth key to this game.
It's for Bryce tonight.
That is Blam, Lozano, Wood, Low, Call, Cal, Bell, Koo, Tiana at second, and Adams is behind the plate. And on the hill for the Braves is Eden Elder. Oh boy. One too many damn commercials.
With problems, just like you.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with black, white, and dented all over.
That's called the work truck.
Company truck. Yeah.
Yeah, you may be in a little trouble.
But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
You may be in a lot of hurt there, buddy.
Simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
An underdog, you can make picks and win money by picking higher or lower on your favorite players all season. Oh yeah, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Go ahead, take a victory lap.
With underdog, you can win big by selecting 2 or more of your favorite players. It's so easy to play. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your entry. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Download Underdog today.
It's hard space like I walk alone. Don't bring regrets, I'm coming back. I belong. I belong. Days go by, my own life is going home. It's hard days done. I see your face. There'll be no room for sorrows in a warm embrace. A warm embrace. Days gone by up on I see
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Geloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free. No one stacks more clutch plays in one live. Marietta Toyota, we've been here. We're going to be here for you.
Well, about time we get to the damn game. Oh, and did they give me the 3D mode yet?
Atlanta Braves baseball is presented by Truist. Braves have won the first two of this four-game set against the Washington Nationals. Tonight, the lefty Mitchell Parker will go for the Nats. Bryce Elder, who's been pitching really well for Atlanta, gets the call tonight for the Braves. And we've got the call up here in the booth alongside Jeff Rickor. I'm Brandon Gunn. The Braves getting a little cushion yesterday. It wasn't a one-run game. It was a three-run victory for Atlanta. Put the ball in play, put some pressure on that Nats defense, Jeff, and it paid off.
Kind of felt like a 10-run win yesterday, I'll tell you what. But no, we talk constantly on here about forcing the defense to make plays. You're going to strike out. That's inevitable. The stuff people have. But
Yeah.
moments like this right here, you made hit a ball hard here that sliced. Right here, Austin Riley. You want the big thing, but you know what? Ball off the plate, 2 strikes, you're able to get it through.
Little things make the difference.
Gets a little TC chin, hits it twice, but look at that crazy spin. Got another run to keep going. So again, this team, if you can continuously find a way to put the balls in play, good things are going to happen.
And the Braves now at 500 for the first time this year. And tonight, they're going to turn to Bryce Elder, Frenchie, to try to get them
Bryce
over
Elder.
500.
You know, he's so talked about, I think, in just Atlanta, with made the All-Star team, took some steps back, but you're looking at the last 4 starts. Braves have won 4 of his last 5 starts. And when they've needed him, he's taking the ball every time. Up and down to AAA, pitch for months in AAA, pitch months here. But I will tell you this, every time he gets the ball, he tends to throw strikes. It tends to keep you in the game, go 5-6 innings. That's what hopefully this team will get from him tonight.
And the catcher for Elder tonight will be Sean Murphy. Last night, Drake Baldwin hit a homer. No matter who it's been, Murphy, Baldwin, the backstops have been tremendous for the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a deeper dive when we get back.
Yeah. Come on in, everybody. I'll be right back on screen once it gets closer to first base.
We understand the challenge,
Yeah, damn.
which is why we're here for you every step of the way. You can count on us to deliver on our promise of accountability, over-delivering, authenticity, and respect. With Two Brothers Contracting, respect isn't earned, it's ingrained in everything we do. When you choose Two Brothers Contracting, you're choosing a partner who will ensure that your vision becomes a reality, even in the face of adversity. Experience the difference with Two Brothers Contracting.
George, no count.
Dan loves baseball on Underdog, because all Dan has to do is pick higher or lower on his favorite players. When he gets it right, Dan can win up to 1,000 times his money. New customers sign up and deposit to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits.
All right, Tim, I got all your policies here. Okay, nice. But what if... Covered. Nice. But what if... All set. But what if... Tim, I customized your insurance so you wouldn't have to ask what if. It's simple human sense. Oh, nice. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Simple.
What if...
Good to go!
When you think
No
about
comment on that commercial.
I'll be there when you wake up. Half the trips the world takes are trips home.
Because sometimes if I don't say what I'm thinking, it doesn't get me into a lot of trouble.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Rooms to Go. Don't miss the
By Rooms to Go, it's presented by
Georgia Power. Score big
By
savings to
Georgia Power.
/tips. And by Synovus. The
And by Synovus.
Braves with a chance to get above the 500 mark tonight and win the series over the Nationals. It's game 3. We welcome you back into the Battery. Happy to join us. Ashley Sharmody here with Peter Moylan. And We've seen some guys gaining a little bit of momentum offensively these last two games, which has been fun to watch. But two guys that have really built that consistency over the last week or so, the catchers. Of course, the rookie Drake Baldwin last night with his homer, and then Sean Murphy. He has been pretty steady Eddie as well for this team.
Absolutely. Somehow the Braves find a way to find catching tandems, whether it's Kurt Suzuki back in the day, Travis d'Arnaud when he was here, Tyler Flowers. There's always been a tandem that works so well together, and I think we found it again in these two guys. Drake Baldwin, I cannot be any more impressed with this kid. He's had to make some adjustments in the last couple of weeks, especially. He had that opposite field approach so early on. They've started to attack him with the inside pitches, and he's just adapted and been able to show that full power now and the ability to get base hits on a regular basis. And when it comes to Murph, he hasn't even reached 100 at bats yet. Big J used to say that was.
Dan loves baseball on Underdog because all Dan has to do
God
is
damn
pick higher or
commercial.
lower on his favorite players. And when he gets it right, Dan can win up to 1,000 times his money. New customers sign up and deposit to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
With black, white,
Let me
dented all
refresh
over
it.
I give up.
the company truck. Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go here, surf that, here, woo, and here.
Right now, you can lease a new.
Just apologize and ask for his forgiveness for what I posted and for being a distraction and just wanted to clear the air and move on. I was just frustrated with my situation in the sense of my being able to return to the team. It just felt like I'm coming off a second major injury. I'm in Florida, away from my teammates. The team is struggling. So those were the things that were sort of frustrating me in that sense. And I've always just felt such a strong sense of pride of being a member of this organization. I want to be here my whole career. And so it's just seeing the team and my teammates going through that. And again, not being able to help and not being able to be with them was where the frustration was coming from.
I don't know what the heck's going on here. People moving around. Uh, 7:15 my time, Eastern time. That would be 6:15 my time. Come on, TV. Oh. They're playing that 5-2 Philly. Philly won that first game 1, 2-1.
in his position as well. We had a chance to catch up with Rick Kranz. We'll hear from him momentarily. But on the whole, Spencer Strider, a lot of success. And here's what Randy had to say.
Right, exactly what I expected. You know what I mean? I mean, we needed to get to a certain point. We wanted to get into 60, 65 pitches to kind of see. For me, it was more about how he held his stuff, how he came out of it, holding his balance throughout his delivery with the hamstring, and he you know, for me, looked great. I'm looking at more, you know, how the ball gets the whole play, meaning the life of the pitches, right? Not really, velocity's great, but you know, it's about the action on the ball that really makes the difference. So I felt like the ball was coming out really well. I thought that he touched all of his pitches, his slider, kind of in and out with his slider at times, but the good ones were really, really good. You know, the curveball was good. I thought his changeup was fantastic. But, you know, so they did a lot of good things to him. I was actually more, the fifth one was one I was really anxious for, right? And it was really nice, right? So, you know, we'll see, right? It's, you gotta get built back up, right? So it's the first great step. And we'll just meet, we'll talk to everybody involved, and we'll see where it goes.
We'll catch up with Spencer sometime tomorrow before tomorrow's game. We'll catch up with Spencer Strider. Also, speaking, Ronald Acuna Jr. visited with the media less than 20 minutes ago, and he was asked about his controversial tweet that he sent about a month ago involving Brian Snitker and Jared Kelnick. And here is his response to how he addressed Brian Snitker and his teammates.
Just apologize and ask for his forgiveness for what I posted and for being a distraction, and you know, just wanted to clear the air and you know, move on. I was just frustrated with my situation.
Putting that thing on mute. Well, I'm waiting. What else? Game doesn't start until should be starting here in a minute. In about a couple minutes. 17 out there in Atlanta. It would be, I think, 6:15 here. Bryce Otto's on the hill today for Atlanta.
Run up the score all season on Underdog. You can make picks and win money just by picking higher or lower on your favorite players. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. You can play in 35 states, including California, Georgia, Texas, and Missouri. So join the pack of over 7 million happy fans who've already signed up on Underdog. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Hey, Dad. That kind of looks like our car.
Wait a minute. It is our car.
I mean, we're good. That's why we chose auto owners. We work with our agent to get the right coverage so that when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered.
Huh. This simply makes sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Looks like I'll be taking you to work tomorrow.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight. Gotcha!
Right now, lease a new 2025 Prius for $299 a month. Or lease a 2025 Corolla for $239 a month.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's time to feed the dogs real food, not highly processed pellets. The Farmer's Dog is fresh food made with whole meat and veggies. It's not dry food. It's not wet food. It's just real food. It's an idea whose time has come.
Well, maybe you should start. It's your presentations. They're bad.
That was the quarterly review, employee training week, Gary's retirement, and even his pet policy.
So, Corey, this template is timeless. Show him this thing.
Canva.
Kappa?
It's easy.
Here comes Bryce Elder, number 55.
Number 55, boys. Elder. At Truist Park.
And now trying to go ahead and win 3 in a row for the Nationals and go for the sweep tomorrow. Bryce Elder, Frenchie talked about it a little bit ago.
Kicked me out.
7 starts, had a couple of bumps early, but as of late, Frenchie, Bryce Elder has looked really sharp.
He really has. As I said on the open, his team's won
Come on.
5 games.
3D mode.
2-1 with a 3.52 his last 4 starts and gone 6.65. So he's giving his team a chance every time.
First guy he's going to face is Abrams, remember, who hit the homer to start yesterday's game. They moved Rosario up to the 2nd spot in the order, and then James Wood. The lineup is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Ford Keys tonight, Mr. Frank Core.
Well, not give up the home run in the very first at bat.
And then, of course, last night by Spencer Schwellenbach, just ride that momentum, get yourself over 500, be patient. Tonight's starting pitcher for the Nats, you talk about walks, 22 base on balls in 45 innings for Parker, so be patient. Let him come to you.
Racetrack defense for the Atlanta Braves. Verdugo getting a day off, so that puts Eli White at left. Fairchild gets a spot start in right. Murphy back behind the plate tonight after Drake Baldwin had the start in the homer yesterday.
Gorgeous night for ball.
Oh, it's perfect. Temperatures in the upper 70s, abundant sunshine. Let's do it.
Ball.
We go inside 1-0 to C.J. Abrams.
To C.J. Abrams.
Yes, Atlanta finally got to that elusive 500 mark. And now trying to get over 500 tonight. That one will drop in front of Harris.
That'll drop in front of Harris.
The homer yesterday to start the game.
No homer tonight.
On Wednesday.
So funny when you talk about getting to 500, because just from what you expect from this team, I think from the outside looking in, you're probably like, y'all are excited to be at 500, right? But if you think about what this team started, what they went through, you might have a little different feeling.
Absolutely. That
Yeah.
0-7 start.
Ball
The Braves
inside.
were the second fastest team to get back to 500 after starting with 7 losses, just to kind of put that into perspective.
Yeah. Milwaukee had an 0-4 start.
Oh, Rosario gets hit.
Rosario gets drilled.
So a tough start here for Elder. 2 on with nobody out.
2 on, nobody on. That one just got away from him.
It was coming at Rosario the whole time.
Lucky for Rosario, it got him right on that protective pad. So a little trouble early here. Bryce Elder, 4 pitches in, 2 men on, and now
4
deals to
pitches
James
in,
Wood.
2 on.
The Braves being at 500, and remember the
Strike
Nationals
right there.
with a 7-game
That's the first
losing
strike of the
streak.
night
It's the
at
longest losing
8-18.
since July of
Not
2022.
6-18, excuse me.
Dave Martinez and company, they have really been struggling as of late.
Ball down low.
I think for the Braves, look, they've been hearing about that 500 mark. They feel
1-1
there's
count.
something psychological that says, okay, now here we go.
Yeah, but then it's like, let's get this one and bump ourselves over so we don't have to talk about this anymore. Leave that in the rearview mirror.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
1-2 the count. What the heck were you swinging?
Hard hit out to right field.
Hard hit
He's got a late
out to
start.
right
They're
field.
gonna send him. Oh, no, we got an issue. And he is dead to rights at home plate.
He is dead to rights at home.
Abrams wanted to stop, but Rosario was on his heels, and so he had to go. And by the time all that happened, he was out by several feet.
Talk about a break right there. They told him to stop, and I said, yeah. sure if you're Dave Martinez, right, you're thinking, really? To start off like that with 2 good knocks and a hit by pitch after 7 games in a row, and that happens. Now, if you're Bryce Elder, take advantage.
See if he can. They're still at the corners with one away, and here's Nathaniel Lowe. Yeah, that was interesting because Ricky Gutierrez, the third base coach, certainly sent him, but then it looked like he tried to stop
He
him.
did. He also, well, I think, Abrams froze maybe a little bit longer than you thought he was going to, and you just, he's got great speed, but in the first no outs, you're not going to run into outs either. And I agree. I think Abrams all of a sudden just looked at Rosario. You see he's there and grabbing his knee.
Yeah, I wonder if that hamstring was bothering him.
Something to keep an eye on. Definitely grab that thing.
Yeah. We'll see when he comes out defensively in the bottom of the inning. Right now, Elder with a 1-1 pitch to the cleanup man Lowe. And a ball and 2 strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes to Lowe.
It has been a great turnaround for Elder. Those first 3 games, a 7.20 ERA. The last 4, 3.52. So he's cut it in half and then some. Slowly to Riley. They'll go to second, and that's all they'll get. The run will score.
The one will score.
Again, you think the way this inning could have gone right here, you're 1 pitch away from only 1-0. And going back to that other play, if you're Stuart Fairchild in right field, that will be the easiest assist you get in your career.
Yeah.
The easiest.
A
I think that's the
surprise
simplest
easiest,
and the easiest play you will get.
Getting the start with the lefty on the bump tonight.
We've seen that a few times where Brian Sticker will give Alex Verdugo the day off with a lefty on the mound, and the lefty is Mitchell Parker tonight for the Nationals.
Strike right there.
I like the Eli White to lead off, too.
Yeah.
Why not?
With how effective he's been.
Key table setter for those guys.
He was telling me before the game that at the major league level, he hasn't really done it at the leadoff spot, but he said, I did it a ton in the minors, feels very comfortable there. Alex Cole lines it towards Fairchild.
Alex Cole lines it to the right.
1 run scores.
1-0. Braves coming up.
Looking for the GOAT of roofing and siding? Ace of all trades isn't just good.
Ace of all trades.
When it comes to quality, reliability, and craftsmanship exterior work, roofing, siding, gutters, if it's outside of your home, then the GOAT gets it done right. Let's just ask the GOAT ourselves. See, even the GOAT agrees. AOAT Extreme.com.
Dan loves baseball, and Dan is about to love it even more because his friends just showed him how to make picks and win money on Underdog. Dan loves how easy it is to play on Underdog. He just picks higher or lower on his favorite players. And when he gets it right, Dan can win up to 1,000 times his money. Already a pro, that's so Dan. New customers sign up and deposit to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog, make picks, win money.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can go here, surf that, here, woo, and here.
Right now, lease the new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $309 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
Your summer starts here, and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places.
The first, and as we mentioned, Eli White gets the nod at the top of the order tonight for Brian Sticker. Local Toyota dealer showing you the rest of the lineup. Riley Ozuna hitting third, Olsen fourth. We've seen those two toggle back and forth a few times this year.
White.
Here's the lefty, Mitchell Parker. Bit of an up and down season.
He's had a couple of great starts, a couple of not so great. 3.97 on the ERA.
Well, his first 5 starts of the year, he went 6+ innings. Last 35 and then 4-4. You saw that number of walks have been a big issue for him.
Especially early. In the last 3 starts, he has 8 walks in the first inning.
Is that good?
Not good as a pitcher. Ronald Acuna is back. He had the press conference while they told you about it at 6:45. Talked to the media. And he will start with Gwinnett tomorrow.
Ball.
Hopefully be ready and back in that Braves uniform very soon. Eli White is 2 for 6 in the series. He fouls back the 4-seamer, 1-2 strikes.
Fouls back the 4-seamer.
50% of the time got that 4-seamer, and then he kind of throws that split as his out pitch. And then he'll throw that curve and slider and mix them in.
There's that curve, but it didn't really curve much. Upstairs, 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Struck him out. He does like that fastball upstairs.
Struck him out.
He's had success in that location, and he gets Eli White.
And you can see just kind of keep
Austin Riley. Do up.
Almost 19 inches as far as the vert on that fastball, which is well above average in Major League Baseball. Makes it hard on the hitters. Riley out towards Alex Call.
Riley out towards Alex Call.
You got Call and Ryan Cruz in center, James Wood out in left. Racetrack presenting the defense here for Dave Martinez's Washington Nationals.
I think because of that and what you're talking about the elevation, again, this is one of those guys when you're a hitter. You might see 93, 94 on the screen for fastball, but you almost got to play 96, 97. That way it gets you started a little bit earlier and helps you stay on top of that pitch.
Well, this guy's pretty good at hitting fastballs. So hit one 464 feet the other night. And it's his bobblehead night. You got something, kids.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Ozuna.
It looked like it may have been a strike, but because it popped away from Adams, it's ruled a ball.
It's right down the middle.
Home plate umpire Chad Fairchild.
You know, old school is like, you don't catch it.
It's all right, kid. Not a strike. You got some Ozuna bobbleheads to take home to the kids, I saw.
Did. Came in, scooped up 4 right off the bat.
Good fatherly duty there.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I mean,
good for Uber driving and bobbleheads.
You know, that's a couple things that not many men excel at. So you got to know your strengths, Frenchie, and you do.
Thank you.
And you play strong to them. And softball head coach for the Diamond Dogs. That's also a strength.
That's true.
You're building a dynasty up there. Another foul ball. Heads up over that Nationals dugout. That was going in at a hot rate. That's what it looks like. Spread out arms on the celebration for Marcell Ozuna. Full count with Olsen on deck. Two outs in the 3-2 offering. Marcell Ozuna lifts it high. He lets it play deep. Does it have enough? At the wall, let it 6-7. Reaches up to take it at the 385 marker. Man. Let's see if it would have been out of here. It was close.
No. Would have been out, but
Well, kept carrying. Don't do that to him on his bobblehead.
Dan loves baseball. And Dan is about to love it even more because his friends just showed him how to make picks and win money on Underdog. Dan loves how easy it is to play on Underdog. He just picks higher or lower on his favorite players. And when he gets it right, Dan can win up to 1,000 times his money. Already a pro. That's so Dan. New customers sign up and deposit to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can go here, serve that, here, woo, and here.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $309 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
Your summer starts here, and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Dad. That kind of looks like our car.
Wait a minute. It is our car.
Honey, we're good. That's why we chose auto owners. We work with our agent to get the right coverage so that when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered.
Huh. This simply makes sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Looks like I'll be taking you to work tomorrow.
The average dog only lives to be 10.
And now the flag is on its side, but when that ball was hit out to left center by Ozuna, there was a pretty good breeze out that way. So keep your eye on that tonight as we continue. But not to be for Marcel. Now Bryce Elder back to work. Dealing to Josh Bell. Bell, a career 255 hitter, but just 143 this year in his return to the Nationals. Right back to Elder. Doesn't get much easier than that for Bryce.
Take a few more of those. Spencer Schwellenbach got about 6 of those last night.
A couple of amazing plays, one on the ground and a liner that Schwellenbach caught yesterday in that 5-2 win. Another great job by Braves pitching yesterday. Over the last 10, a 2.25 ERA for the Braves.
And at the right time, too, when those bats kind of went silent. It allowed them to keep winning ball games.
Absolutely. There's the battery from last night. Drake Baldwin did his part. Caught a clean game. He had a 2-run homer as well. Cruz to the left side. Allen clean with the fielding and the throwing.
Good job by Nick Allen right there. Cruz, great speed, and you can see Allen was able to plant. Knew he had to get rid of it right away. Now you can see, too, that little sunspot.
Yeah, a few with that way the shadows work this time of night, this time of year. You get a few sunspots out there in the outfield that can particularly be tricky out and left, but pretty much everything in the shade.
It's such a pain, too, because it'll find you. Those first 2 innings, somehow there's a line drive right in that little area.
8th batter in the order is number 8, Jose Tena tonight. Tena came over at the 24 deadline from Cleveland when the Nats sent away Lane Thomas. Gets a piece there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the 24-year-old, the native of the Dominican Republic. Payoff pitch for Bryce Elder. Ozzie over. He's got it. He spins. He fires. 1, 2, 3.
You found it then.
Of course I did. Good boy.
Dan loves baseball on Underdog because all Dan has to do is pick higher or lower on his favorite players. And when he gets it right, Dan can win up to 1,000 times his money. New customers sign up and deposit to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits.
Whoa, you don't see that every day.
Mind your business.
I mean, how did that happen?
Mind your business, Billy. That's why we have auto owners. Our agent was able to customize our policies so when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered.
Because minding your business is our business.
Now that's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Boy, you really got her good, Earl.
Yep.
Every player on a team knows the value of a great coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side. That's why we're proud to be the official financial guidance partner of Major League Baseball.
It's been a game changer. So when the Braves got to 500 yesterday, it was just the 5th time in Major League Baseball history a team has started 0-7, and then at any point that season got to 500. The Braves did it the second fastest all the way on the right. The 1945 Red Sox did it in 38 games. It took the Braves just 42 to get back to sea level. And now they try to climb above sea level here tonight against the Nationals.
Sea level, I like that.
Well, there you go. You can pick whatever you want. You got any others you want to throw in there?
No, I like that one.
Okay, let's stick with sea level then. There's your fellow Parkview alum, Matt Olson. Fouls it back, 1-1. Matt 1 for 8 in the series. 7 homers, 21 driven in this year. And on the hands from Parker.
Yeah, you can see that right there. A little bit of what we've seen. That's for Matt. He's usually got a good eye taking those walks, and that chase rate in May has really ticked up for him. And again, there's for example, right? When you feel you're just missing these fastballs, human nature tells you I got to get started early. And for me, when I watch it right now, it's flying open. A lot of that front side's flying open to try to get that, and then that's what happens. You kind of swing at that. Usually you see Matt take that or even try to line it to left field.
I feel like there's a lot of guys that you say this with, Frenchie, but when they're going right, they hit it left center if you're a left-handed hitter. If you're a right-handed hitter like Riley Ozuna, you go right center. Yeah, you're hitting all parts of the field. See if he can get back to that. Upstairs, fastball again. That's where Parker likes to live. And that's about as hard as he'll throw it at 95 and he gets Olson.
Just again, when you're not going great, you tend to swing at pitches you don't usually do. And, and then like that, the first fastball he saw that he fouled right back was a pitch to drive. And just mentally, Brandon, you go like, God, here it goes again. I'm on it and I'm not. And it's so tough to work on those things in BP sometimes because no matter what you do, you can put a pretty good BP up most days, even when you're struggling.
So you never felt like BP translated to what was going to happen in the game?
No, some of the best games I played were the worst BPs I had. That's why I think you see the great players sometimes are meticulous in BP and what they do. You've seen guys get on hot streaks for not even take BP. And I'm not going to mess this up.
Sean Murphy got the day off yesterday, back out there tonight. So I'm hoping the guy on deck turned a corner last night, because Ozzie had kind of been struggling with some of those same issues we were discussing with Matt Olson, but got a couple of big hits and an RBI yesterday.
That's the one, like you said, you hope he went home last night. You got a good win. You got back 500. You got 2 hits. And come to the ballpark kind of refreshed today, ready to get on a nice run.
A 1 and 2 strikes, Mitchell Parker deals, and he gets Sean Murphy. Good start here for Parker. He's faced 5 hitters, 3 strikeouts, all swinging.
That one kind of had a little natural cut to it there at the end.
Well, here is Ozzie, flipped around to the right side. Snapped that 0 for 28 skid yesterday with those 2 hits we mentioned. I'll say this for Ozzie. You see him, even during that stretch where he was struggling, he is still smiling. He's picking up other teammates. He's always the guy that you want around. And I don't mean that in a way of he's not thinking at all about his struggles. I'm sure he was, but he doesn't let that affect other people around
for
him.
sure. Same guy every single day, and that's why his teammates love him, and one of the more well-respected guys in this game.
In on the hands, out to left. Wood started in, but he goes back to grab it. On to the third.
An underdog, you can make picks and win money by picking higher or lower on your favorite players all season. And you can win up to 1,000 times your money.
Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Download Underdog today.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can go here, surf that, here, woo, and here.
Right now, you can lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 a month, or lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for just $309 a month.
Your summer starts here, and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us. What happened? It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, where we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe, without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. I'm fine, by the way.
What?
Turn on MLB Tonight's all-new National Pregame Show live at 5 as Greg, Harold, and Dan preview all the night's matchups.
Three pair town. I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
MLB Tonight's National Pregame Show weekdays on MLB Network.
To left field. That is gone. Roy Slovis puts his team on top. Buxton racing in. He'll dive. It'll get 1-0 on to the third. Kids enjoying the wiffle ball out there. Maybe those are future doctors. Who knows? Today, Kaiser Permanente, talented doctors across the Atlanta area. And some could be in the crowd with us here today. Or maybe to my left of the broadcast booth. Maybe there's a future doctor inside Jeff Brancourt.
Still got 4 years of college eligibility.
Clemson calling your name again?
Thinking about it.
Okay. This time you're going to go play football?
Gonna hold.
For Dabo?
Gonna hold.
Okay. Might be a little rough on the body at 41. Not saying you couldn't do it.
It's a long snap.
That's possible. You probably get steamrolled.
That's okay, though. As long as I get a good snap on him. You know, I got the ball up and away before I even blank.
I'd like to see that. I'd pay to see that. Top dollar. Riley Adams is getting the start tonight at catcher. He's been the backup the last few years to Caber Ruiz. So he doesn't get a ton of at-bats. He's 5 for 28 this year, but 2 of those 5 hits have been homers. Bounces this one foul. I think I see you actually more as the kicker than the snapper.
No. I mean, I'd be good from 20, 25 yards.
Yeah, that's what they need you for, the chip shots. Did he go? He did. There's the first strikeout tonight for Bryce Elder.
All jacked up. They just announced some of the game times. Good slider there. LSU comes to Clemson to kick off the year at 7:30.
You gonna be there?
Yes.
All right, we'll
make sure to watch this. We'll
take you off the broadcast schedule that night. No problem. Top of the order, C.J. Abrams. Abrams went to Blessed Trinity, just about 20 miles from where we are here at Truist Park. And he was part of that 2019 draft class, as was Michael Harris. Michael Harris taken in the 3rd round, and Michael went to Stockbridge High School, about 35 miles away. Those two know each other very well, Abrams and Harris.
It is funny because of, just travel ball and how big it is here, but you start playing against, like when I got drafted, you played a bunch of other first rounders, but you'd be like, I remember reading about them in Baseball America. Now all these guys play 6 or 14 against each other.
Ground ball foul. It is amazing. CJ and I talked about it a couple weeks ago, the amount of travel ball that takes place here in Atlanta.
Yeah, I know.
The volume of tournaments, the quality of the tournament.
You don't have to leave if you live here.
Yeah.
Talk about on my podcast, Pure Athlete. You should tune in one time.
I do, from time to time, yeah.
Nice.
I'm a subscriber. It downloads automatically right to my device. When I'm up late at night eating Cheetos at 12:30 in the morning,
turn it on. Puts you right back to sleep.
Just a little low there. So a walk, and Abrams down to first with 1 out. And now Ahmed Rosario, who has bounced all over the place, solid utility infielder, but over the last 22 months, the Braves have faced Ahmed Rosario in 5 different uniforms. Cleveland to the Dodgers to the Rays to Cincinnati, and now Ahmed Rosario with the Washington Nationals. And that's in less than 2 years' time. So keep your suitcase
Yeah,
packed.
I was going to say a lot of moving.
Abrams moves, but he's going to have to go back to first.
Well, I know Dave Martinez is going to be frustrated on that one because Abrams got a massive jump. And again, Rosario, guy that's been around a while.
You should know.
Yeah.
We were wondering on that base running blunder by Abrams, he looked like he reached down and grabbed his leg, but he doesn't appear to be bothering him. Swinging bunt back to Elder. On the plate first.
Yeah, that jump he got, I'm guessing he's all right. Our over at first base. First base coach, I think, actually just said something to him when we went by.
About
maybe. Like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's the baby shark. Man, that place. That song took over that stadium in 19.
It did. And I couldn't get it out of my head for about 2 years. It's like what you did to me last year with Morgan Wallen and last night. And I would be humming that 24/7. People on the crew were like, hey, do you know any other song?
Yeah.
Check down. He went, according to Austin Jones. Didn't look like it from up here, but we have a tough angle, of course. Yeah,
Hey,
close.
long arms too.
Yeah. Out into left center, Harris. Oh, and he's got it. Saves a run. Still 1-0.
Dan loves baseball. And Dan is about to love it even more because his friends just showed him how to make picks and win money on Underdog. Dan loves how easy it is to play on Underdog. He just picks higher or lower on his favorite players. And when he gets it right, Dan can win up to 1,000 times his money. Already a pro. That's so Dan. New customers sign up and deposit to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can go here, surf that, here, woo, and here.
Right now, you can lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 a month, or lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for just $309 a month.
Your summer starts here, and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. I'm fine, by the way.
What?
Turn on MLB Tonight's all-new national pregame show live at 5 as Greg, Harold, and Dan preview all the night's matchups.
Green Bear, Primrose Sound. I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
MLB Tonight's national pregame show weekdays on MLB Network.
Let's take you back to Monday night, one of the highlights of the year. Michael Harris, who's got the sauce? He does. Securing that thanks to our friends at Zaxby's. And aside from all the reactions we caught on camera, Michael said one of those satisfying portions was the high five he got from Matt Olson after making that catch. And Matt kind of gave him a knowing look. And he goes, so that's why you try all that baloney in spring training. And that's something that Michael practices a lot in the outfield, guys. What he will do during DP and frequently down at Northport is turn his back towards the infield and try and make almost these rainbow Willie Mays-like catches. And as much grief as he might get in the spring, it paid off last night.
Wiley, did he say baloney? No, that's not baloney.
Hold on. High and deep to right off the bat of Harris. At the wall. Where is it? It popped in the air. Michael thinks it's a home run. It's not. It's a triple. What a bizarre play. Now, certainly they're going to take another look at this.
Thank God they didn't cut that ball off, or Michael would have been out if.
Yeah, no one signaled home run. First base umpire Bill Miller signaled safe, which means the ball is in play. And now they'll all discuss it. I don't think that's a home run.
It's not.
There's
a little edge you can see right there. They're going to review it.
Well, they signaled home run for now. Okay, so it's 1-1 for the moment.
On the field was a home run. Washington is not challenging. It is a crew chief review.
And that's an important distinction. So Washington won't lose their challenge here regardless. But it looks like, watch it here. It's the top. Yeah, I think that's
not a home run.
That's a triple. It has to clear that. It's just like in left field. If it hits the top of the yellow line and comes back in play, it is in play.
Shows you how high that ball went there. It got that angle, but again, good thing they didn't cut that ball too. And then when Michael realized it, he obviously was able to sprint to third.
I don't think I've ever seen that at Truist Park off the chop house
Not
ball.
over there, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it in left, but not in right.
I think Michael knows too. You can see.
It was a moonshot.
This was the part I was talking about right here. Watch this. If he throws it, if he gets it right there, CJ probably turns and throws it, and Michael Harris is out.
Yeah, because he had fully slowed down around second base, started his home run trot.
And I think when that ball goes up like that, I'm sure Michael, everybody else, same thing here. We assumed it's a home run, right? It hits something out there. It's taking a while, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they're giving us a long look back in the replay center. That's Bill Miller. He's the crew chief, so he's the one that communicates with the replay center in moments like this. Now, if it had hit that grass and bounced back, it's a homer, but there's no evidence.
It's not going to hit the grass and come back, right?
Well, there's some solid foundation underneath the grass, but it wouldn't have bounced that high. I am surprised how long it has taken here.
I think they're going to play the call staying.
It also does matter somewhat that they changed it to a home run on the field before going to look at it. Then they need evidence to overturn it, which it's
pretty clear cut, isn't it?
I thought so. Bill Miller was calling for somebody in the Braves dugout. Is he calling for Brian Snickers? And it's like, who do you want to talk to? That's when you need the Jeopardy music.
Got it. After review, we've determined the ball hit the top of the wall. The runner will be placed at third base.
Okay, so as we suspected, a triple, not a home run for Michael Harris, but it's been a while. Remember, he was the first batter in the inning, so there's nobody out.
What do you mean don't snap?
I don't know. Unless he was just telling him we don't have a great look at it, but I'm sure they had the look that
Or he was telling them that maybe the command center was seeing another play right now.
That could have been the case.
Probably wondering why is it taking so long.
Yeah. All right, so now Stuart Fairchild. The infield is in for Washington after all that drama. And it fouls back a four-seam fastball. Stuart Fairchild, no relation to home plate umpire Chad Fairchild tonight. Just a coincidence.
Bringing that infield in kind of early, aren't they?
Yep. Out to center, shallow, Cruz charges. He doesn't get it. Fairchild's on its way to second. It'll go as an RBI double, and the ball game is tied.
Cruz a great makeup speed. You can see he's kind of playing deep, and I don't know he got the best jump. I think he thought that ball was hit a little better than it was. They got a break by scooting away to get Stewart to second.
Remember, Jacob Young, normally the center fielder, but getting the day off today. Cruz out there. Got glove on him, but Fairchild with an RBI double, his first double of the season. And now Nick Allen. Oh, 1 from the lefty Parker. Outside. I think the Nats on that last batter, Frenchie, bringing the infield in, that kind of shows where things are right now. And Dave Martinez, maybe the lack of confidence in his offense.
You also got a guy in Fairchild and Allen behind him. I think any other part of the lineup you might see them play back, but with 8-9 trying to steal a couple outs.
Allen goes to bunt, but it's foul. Harris got the triple. He comes in on the Fairchild RBI double. Now the Braves trying to grab the lead here at the bottom of the third. Line drive, foul. Just a couple of feet from giving Atlanta the lead.
Well, a great job. You can see him really trying to stay inside out on that ball and shoot it the other way. If anything, make sure you get Fairchild over to third.
Braves trying to get to the 25-year-old lefty Mitchell Parker. Remember, this is just his second big league season. He had 29 starts last year as a rookie. Now his 9th start of his second season here tonight. And he gets Nick Allen with a splitter. So, Wiley, you talked to the replay center. What was going on with that Harris review?
Yeah, so there's kind of two parts to it, guys. One, they had to determine if the ball left the ballpark and did it touch the vegetation at all, and we obviously saw it did not. Then they had to consult the ground rules of Truist Park. There are some ballparks that say that it's the top of the wall, it is ruled a home run. Truist Park is not one of those ballparks. And then the last piece was, because the original call on the field was that the ball was in play, they had to review runner placement and make sure neither the offense nor the defense was unfairly penalized by where Michael was placed. And it was pretty clear in this situation, it was at third base. But again, that's all thanks to our pals at the Replay Operations Center.
Good job getting all that information, Mr. Ballard. That's impressive. It helps clear things up.
I got one more question for Wiley. I'm going to give him homework.
Okay.
I want to know what fields where if the ball hits the top of the wall and comes back in, it's not a home run. I mean, it
is a home run. You say yes. Which ballparks those are?
Yeah, it hits the top of the wall and comes back, that it's actually a home run.
Yeah. Those are other ballparks.
Yeah, well, I'm putting you on. Call Replay Center again. You got the number. You know what I'm saying? It just heard from you. They got to be expecting your call again.
We're in touch frequently, Jeff.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'll get to work on it.
Wiley's got homework. He had enough of that back in Westminster, Frenchie.
Put a little more on him.
And at Georgia Tech. 1-2 to Eli White. Taking off for third, a delayed steal, and look at this. Stuart Fairchild is going to get himself home with some heads-up base running.
Love it. It's kind of the old delay steal. Rosario playing so far back. That's a hard thing for a catcher. You're thrown to a bag where there's no guy yet. He's on his way. Because of that, threw in the dirt.
Forcing the issue, Braves grab a 2-1 lead. Eli White gets into one out to left field. Ranging over is Wood.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like, you got a yellow line here, but if it hits the wall anywhere here and comes back in, it's not a home run.
And we had the same thing happen at PNC Park this past weekend in Pittsburgh, where it came back in and it ultimately was ruled a double. We got Wiley on.
Hey, yeah, I'm holding him accountable on this.
You're holding his feet to the fire.
Yep. One place I can think of is Anaheim in right field. I think all that wall goes together, and there's the yellow line right there.
Yeah. You're saying where the yellow line is actually a part of a wall? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you know in Anaheim?
Yes.
So in right field, that wall is all directly going down, and there's a yellow line.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying there is it might hit the yellow line, it's a home run.
Right.
And I can't think of any other park where if the ball hits the wall and comes back in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying. There's another park. Is it Arizona? No, Arizona Yeah, Arizona is also like that.
Oh, the high
Straightaway center. There's that yellow line, but there's no separation. Anywhere that there is separation. Liner here to left off the bat of Riley.
That's some separation right there.
Yeah. He's 1 for 2.
Wiley, you got till the 5th.
Wow, he's put a time limit on our guy.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
I actually see Wiley on the phone down there. He's on the phone. Look at this.
Oh, I love it.
I would love to hear that conversation.
Yeah, he took his earpiece out so he doesn't have to listen to us. Ozuna.
Probably telling the guy, look, these broadcast guys are killing me right now. They want more clarification.
Fly out back in the first for the DH Ozuna. But the Braves trying to get to Mitchell Parker here in the third, and they have with 2 runs, some help from Stuart Fairchild and his exploits on the base paths. And the 6'4 lefty deals an 0-2 that is downstairs. 4 starts ago, Mitchell Parker had the best start of his career. That was against Baltimore on April 22nd. 8 shutout innings, just 1 hit. But as Frenchie mentioned, the 3 games since, he has really struggled. 16 runs given up in those 3 games, and now 2 more here tonight.
Let me tell you, to start the season, the fact that his first 5 starts, he went 6+ in all of them. That's doing something.
And then, as you said, since it's been 5 innings, 4 innings, 4 innings.
Yeah.
Well, he retired the Braves in order in the first and second inning, but running into trouble here in the third. Ozuna battling. Wiley's now on a Zoom call down there.
Getting all the parts.
Chopper to second, Tata over. But the Braves grab the lead, 2-1. Wiley Ballard, Sherlock Holmes.
Here's the answer, Wiley.
¡Ay, cuidado!
that kill you.
Yep.
You think about it, the great base running by Fairchild, going to third, we're in the outfield, you get a run that way. And when teams like this who are getting better aren't playing great, that's when you got to take advantage.
Swing and a miss. A sinker to take care of Call. 2 down.
Sinker to take care of
Right
Call.
fielder. Remember, last time out against Pittsburgh, Bryce had a season-high 8 strikeouts in those 6 innings at PNC Park. Got 2 here tonight as he deals to Josh Bell. Josh Bell deep to right. Fairchild will watch it go over his head and off the wall.
Off the
Bell
wall.
doesn't run particularly well. This could be interesting. And they got him. Well, now, hang on. Allen dropped the ball. Now, Nick Allen wants him to review it. Bell was doing the stop, drop, and roll out there at second base.
I wonder if he tagged him before.
I think he
That's
did.
where I think. Great throw by Stuart Fairchild here, and that's where I was wondering if he tagged him before. Right here.
Missed him there. So funny to watch. You know what? I don't know. Let's see this angle.
I don't think he got him there.
Did he get him there? That's the question. Because if it was that third swipe, the ball came out. Oh,
he got him right there.
Yep. Yep. Good. That's the money shot. Two of the stranger replays that you will see all year in the same game.
Strangest? That's the, I don't know what to call that.
Wiley's going home, by the way, so he's not available. You see, they're just showing the look that we showed you
Hey,
at
you
home.
can see he got him. Maybe they're not able to see the replay right now because they're digging into the ballparks out there at the replays.
Hey guys, hang on. We're doing some research up here.
Seriously.
Ronald's telling Josh, probably cut your hair, and then you would have been safe. I think Josh knows it now.
They're feverishly working on what we're asking.
Priorities.
That's what I'm saying.
People helping people. It's a powerful thing.
Dave Martinez's look tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, he's been in a rough stretch here over the last week plus.
After review, it was determined the runner was touched prior to reaching the base. The runner is out. Lander retains your count.
All right, 2 interesting challenges. This one ends the top of the 4th. Great job by Stuart Fairchild to get Bell.
Ver con claridad importa. Ser visto importa más. Presenta tu receta nueva y recibe un 40% de descuento en lentes en la compra de un par completo. Nadie cuida tus ojos mejor que Perro.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day. From hot and juicy.
That's the weirdest.
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day. From hot and juicy
to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
An underdog, you can make picks and win money by picking higher or lower on your favorite players all season. And you can win up to 1,000 times your money.
Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Download Underdog today.
Some moments are too big to miss.
This place is going wild!
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays and reactions from the moments that matter most.
I'm gonna get that win today. Let's keep going.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
You guys almost on the way
The
home?
bottom of the fourth without any crazy reviews here.
Yeah, stay hot, 89.
His 39th birthday a few days ago.
Good snack.
And give someone a souvenir. Ozzy late on 93 outside.
Ozzy late on 93.
Today's A-list member of the game, Jay Neal of Chickamauga, Georgia. Jay has been an A-list member since 21. That was a good year. And his favorite perk is being able to attend exclusive events with his children and also with his grandchildren. So congrats to Jay and family. A-list members up the game.
Elby's at.
Well, let's see how eventful this at-bat is for Michael Harris. The triple last time. Here's a little flare out, and Abrams will go back and take it. Sends us to the fifth.
Sending us to the fifth.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day. From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
welcome to delicious.
With Underdog, you can make picks and win money just by picking higher or lower on your favorite players. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Download Underdog today.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen. MLB Big Inning, every game night on MLB.tv.
Top of the 5th inning, Braves with a 2-1 lead. And guys, I'm checking out a new space. It is the Blue Moon Brewery and Grill, totally reimagined. We've got new food offerings. We've got new beverage choices as well. And this place is open 365 days a year. So it doesn't even need to be a Braves game for you to come out and enjoy this new space. And guys, how about this news as well? Molson Coors and the Braves are currently working together to brew select beers at the ballpark. And something you may not know, Blue Moon was actually created at a ballpark, guys. So that is the Blue Moon Brewery and Grill. There you go.
Yeah.
Wiley teaching us.
Yeah.
You put the orange slice in the Blue Moon, Fritchie?
Have to.
Got to. Win it wrong. Liner to left.
Line on the left.
Single here for Cruz to start the 5th. There's some good food out there as well where Wiley was.
Yeah.
Check it out when you're at the ballpark. Elder dealing now to Jose Tena.
Jose Tatum.
Bryce Elder has been our Blue Moon bright spot. Speaking of our friends at Blue Moon, last 4 starts, and how about what he's been doing with that slider? Really good numbers.
That's been the pitch. We've seen him get a few guys on it tonight, some ground balls. Give you 2-3 more innings and go get you to Blue Moon, Bryce. On the house.
And a few starts ago when he started having this success, he changed that grip on the sinker, moving his thumb off the seams. We talked about that with Wiley, and that's been a really good change for Bryce as well.
I mean, that's what it's about, right? We talked about with Schwellenbach the last 2 starts now. You've seen some improvements, him kind of fight back. It's adjustments and having the ability to do that.
And for Bryce, last year had to be frustrating. Whether it was right or wrong, kind of how he was bouncing up and down. You know, there were starters, obviously Chris Sale was doing so well, there just wasn't room for Elder, but you were coming off an all-star season in 23. And last year, you're just pinballing back and forth, getting a spot start here and there. Throw down to second.
They got him.
Sean Murphy with a hose down there to get Dylan Cruz.
He's out. He slapped that tag right on his hand. I think they ran out of time now. Look at the tail on this thing come back, and Nick gets it right. Yep.
Just in the nick of time, you might say. They got him. But to finish the point on Elder, last year had to be frustrating. So for him now to get this reel of 4 to 5 starts in a row where he's been really good, that's great for Bryce.
Well, he rode that roller coaster, right?
Ozzie, great play. Just going away.
Ozzie, great play.
Let Matt do the work.
Yep. He's got that play perfected right there. Good play, but yeah, I mean, I talked to Craney and talked to Smith numerous times when. Remember, there was once or twice last year where Bryce actually threw a good game. I think that one in Florida, and just got sent down right after the game. And I remember Smith and telling me, like, he was pissed, and I can't blame him. Like, he did everything he was supposed to do. It's just numbers. So, again, what I like is he's gone down there. He's never complained about it. He just continues to put the work in. And when he's getting his opportunity, say what you want. He's giving you 6 innings and keeping you in the ballgame every time.
Yeah, for his spot in the rotation, he's done everything you could have asked for.
You got Sale, you got Strider, you got all these guys. He's asked to be a 4 or 5. Wouldn't you want that from your 4 or 5 every?
He works quick. Guys love to play defense behind him. There's that sinker we were talking about that he changed the grip on. 1-2 here.
1-2 here. If you're brand new, welcome.
One-two pitch. Reaching for it. Nick Allen waits.
Nick Allen waits.
He got it.
He got him.
Nothing doing for the Nats. We are halfway home.
We're halfway home.
Hey, look at that. They got one of DirecTV's new genre packs. I think you mean genre packs. Yeah, that's what I said. Now they can pay less and pack just the TV they want. Pick the TV they want. Yeah, now you're getting the picture. I give up.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day. From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Dan loves baseball, and Dan is about to love it even more because his friends just showed him how to make picks and win money on Underdog. Dan loves how easy it is to play on Underdog. He just picks higher or lower on his favorite players. And when he gets it right, Dan can win up to 1,000 times his money. Already a pro, that's so Dan. New customers sign up and deposit to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog, make picks, win money.
Hey, what do you got to say?
What's new about us? We got now.
This is what you can buy for $10 at KFC $10 Tuesdays. And this is what you can buy for $10 at a coffee shop. This is coffee.
I know, it was expensive.
Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces of original recipe fried chicken or 8 tenders for just $10.
Atlanta Braves baseball presented by Truist. Truist Park on a Wednesday night, all dressed up. 2-1 Bravos. Randy Gunn, Jeff Francoeur, Wally Ballard with you from the ballpark.
2-1 Bravos.
Been a good night for Stuart Fairchild. Good defense out at right, and an RBI double back in the third.
Yeah.
Keep in mind for Stuart Fairchild, he has to watch a lot of baseball, is not participating in much. This is just his 5th start of the season.
Or you know what, though? You find yourself doing what you've done tonight, make yourself valuable every time you get an opportunity. And plenty of guys, Brandon, that have had good, solid careers by doing that, knowing their strengths, what they can use. You got great speed, instincts.
He was kind of that extra guy in Cincinnati the last couple of years. 65 starts in 23, 54 last year. Just never complained, did his job, but they had a numbers issue, so they designated him for assignment, and the Braves picked him up.
And there's going to be certain places you're not going to fit, right? And I think that was the key there.
Elder and Murphy going over things. Those two have certainly been good tonight. Elder on the mound, Sean Murphy, the caught stealing last inning.
Yeah.
Lifted down the right field line.
Lifted down the right field line.
Quick message from Georgia Drive Chevy.
The 2025 Trax, starting at $21,795. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Three and two. Mentioned at the top, Parker likes to live at the top of that zone with that fastball. We've seen it quite a bit tonight. And that man, Spencer Strider, threw a simulated game earlier today, so he's getting closer and closer to returning.
He's heated about something right now.
They're not arguing, but it is a passionate conversation.
Yeah.
Downstairs, Fairchild with a leadoff walk.
Fairchild, lead off walk.
Well, we've seen Nick Allen lay down a bunt in these spots before. We'll see if he does that here.
What about a lefty coming off this way? How about a little push bunt to second base here?
I think that was the idea.
We got low cover and Fairchild over at first, so he's on the bag, as you can see. Second baseman's pretty far back, and of course, like I said, the pitcher's going to be falling off a certain way.
Keeps the bat back 2-0. Adams is going to go out. Quick word with Parker. Got the wave going at the ballpark.
Yeah.
Everybody's back in place for a 2-0 pitch. Allen lifts it high down the line.
High down the line.
It's over and runs out of real estate.
Souvenir ball.
Homer of the year.
Boom. Bam, 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 bam. Bum, 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 bum.
Just 9 career homers for Allen.
9 career homers for Allen.
Last 3 seasons with Oakland, but none this year in a Braves uniform.
So it means he's due.
He's due, baby.
Right here, 3-1.
Yeah, group something.
You know you're getting the heater. Get it started early. But right in that bullpen. That's bullpen.
It was too high to offer out. Back-to-back walks.
Back-to-back walks.
Parker's issue when he struggled the last 3 games. Free passes, and it's starting to get to him here in the 5th.
Well, and you know it's going to be frustrating for Jim Hickey because it's the 8-9 hitters, right?
Yeah, frustrating for Parker, frustrating for that man, Jim Hickey, the pitching coach. All right, let's see who is on a mission, brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union. And the man on a mission right now, Eli White.
Able to do it from every spot. His lead off tonight. 6 feet times, 8, 9. Again, his in-game adjustments is what's been impressive to me. He has been on a mission for sure. Wiley's finishing his mission that I put him on.
He's got one more inning, Wiley.
Yeah. See Parker there. His pitch count is coming up on 69.
Will Eli White bunt here? He squares. And that one's going to go foul.
That one's going to go foul. Junior drop.
Mitchell Parker, 3rd career start against the Braves, dealing at 0-1. And that time White swings away.
That one White swings away.
Those other 2 starts for Parker against Atlanta last year in his rookie season, and he fared pretty well. 13 1/3 combined between the 2 games and gave up 5 runs. Tonight, a 2-1 ball game in the 5th, and he's trying to keep it there. They'll sprint after it. Is anybody going to get there? Well, he got there, did call, but he could not make the play.
Anytime you go on a warning track like that, too, that hurts.
Sliding on those pebbles, you mean?
Yeah, it's a strawberry waiting to happen. It'll go a long way.
And the count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
Count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
And Eli fouls back the curveball.
Fouls the good ball back. Another souvenir ball.
Washington got their run all the way back in the first. The Braves got 2 in the third, and that's where we are now. Atlanta looking for more, though. Foul ball fence.
Fighting. Just keep spoiling those tough pitches and try to see if you can hit a mistake here in a minute.
Like a smallmouth bass on the line in the Chattahoochee. Fighting for his life right now.
Chattahoochee.
Dover sole, that's in the Allegheny and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yep. Also a fighting fish. Rutledge is up in the bullpen right now. Parker's 74th pitch coming. And White takes it outside. But Dave Martinez hoping to get a little more length from his starter because that bullpen, as we've dissected the last 2 nights, has been problematic for the Nats.
Problematic? Yeah.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat here. And the 2-2 is fouled off. Parker fires. Now, Eli is having a great at-bat up there right now.
Eli's having a great at-bat up there.
You know, even if he doesn't produce something here, you're getting closer and closer to getting into that Nats bullpen.
Yeah, which we've given you the numbers. Have not been pretty this year.
Anything but. There we go again.
There we go again.
Headed for the second deck.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Smith wanted to put Eli White at the top of the lineup. He spoke about it before the game today, and obviously he brings the speed, but really the quality of the bats we've been seeing is one of the reasons why Smith went with Eli in the top spot for the first time this year.
I agree with you, Wiley. You're seeing it right here.
This is the definition of why.
Pitch of the at-bat. And a called strike on the curveball.
Called strike 3. Sit down, White.
6 strikeouts for Parker. Yeah, hard to argue with him.
I cut the edge.
But
11 pitches, Parker wins the battle.
11 pitch battle, and Parker wins the battle. For 11 pitches, that's still
Riley off Parker.
off Parker.
Just your garden variety 1, 2, 3 at first base to get Riley. And now 2 in scoring position. Boy, that was coming 107 off the bat. That had to hurt. They're going to check on it.
You know, I mean, thing again where these guys play now, if that ball gets through, that's an inning-ending double play where the second baseman was. He said that ball has some steam coming off Austin's bat.
And it might have caught him right around the outside of that knee on the bone. At least it was in that vicinity. They're not going to risk it. He's been struggling a little bit anyway. Dave Martinez is going to turn it over to the bullpen here in the bottom of the 5th.
doing the old good old chop song for the Braves. Oh, oh. Chop house at the Chop House Stadium.
Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Download Underdog today.
Shout out to one of the heroes behind the scenes at
So AI First Business Phone System helps in so many ways. It simplifies management and lets our teams communicate from anywhere.
See how Zoom Phone is the right call for your business.
Let's go, Braves! Let's go, Braves! Let's go, Braves!
The biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. And by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing. Two outs, two in scoring position, 2-1 lead for Atlanta. So Parker is out, does not make it through the fifth. 4 2/3 for the lefty, and now the righty comes in. Jackson Rutledge, and he will face Marcell Ozuna. Their 6-8 began the season in AAA and got called up in early April.
He'd already been warming up, so didn't need a long time.
He's facing the Big Bear. Take a look at our Synovus Get There.
The Big Bear.
Marcell has done here at Truist Park, and home has been very kind to the Big Bear this year.
Home has been good eating for the Big Bear.
16 walks, only 19 Ks.
19 Ks, 16
In
walks.
19 to 20 games here.
Roll ball just a little bit inside.
Well, you'd love a knock right here, wouldn't you?
You just need a little bit of a knock here, boy.
As we've talked about with all the
Upstairs for strike. Big Bear. Let's go, Bear. Let's go, a.k.a. Ozuna. The Big Bear. Ball just a little bit outside. If you're a Braves fan, I think you know who said that.
It's the 20th big league game for Jackson Rutledge, so pretty young out there. This right-hander.
This right-hander.
First base open, but he's got to deal with Matt Olson on deck.
Yeah.
This 3-1 pitch will tell you everything you need to know whether he's truly pitching around him.
Swing and a miss, slider.
Swing and a miss, slider.
Three-two. Ozuna grounder. It is fair.
Fair. 1-1 is in. Here comes the second one. 2-1 double for the Big Bear. Ozuna with a 2-out RBI stand-up double. Attaboy, Ozuna.
Right on the chalk.
Yeah, you can see the chalk.
Ozuna now 4 hits in the series. He has
4 hits in the series.
Right there.
I think On the Go with Sheila will be live tomorrow.
Again, you just give Bryce Elder some breathing room. That bullpen, whenever they warm up, same thing. You talked about it.
Strike right there to Matt Olson or Mattio.
Take your foot off the gas.
Who wants to keep their foot not on the gas?
Bryce been over there a little while, but he'll certainly wait if it means a 3-run cushion. Maybe more here. 1-1. 96 with that miss.
96. Just a little bit off the block.
Overall, in 2019, he was taken by the Nationals. Got a signing bonus of $3.5 million to be a first-round pick. And he throws a cutter here.
He throws the cutter sky high. Olsen had to dance out of the way. But the big bear comes through once again.
See you later. It wouldn't bounce into the river, would it? Number 6 for James. And hello, game 2 here at the Bird. 445 on that one to dead center. I've never seen anything go that far here. Oh, they're shot out of a cannon. Get it? That jump there. Oh my goodness. Elevate and celebrate. Top of the zone and let's go. Technically a pulled over.
Everybody hates Beth. She eats all the food she loves and stays slim. Kim finds herself dieting, yet still can't lose weight. Beth has an unfair advantage. She takes Almacet, a breakthrough health and weight loss shake that changes your metabolism to help you lose weight in a whole new way. Almacet is all natural, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and it's diabetic friendly. Almacet helps you lose double the weight compared to other diets. Be like Beth and get the unfair weight loss advantage with Almacet. Go online now to get started with Almacet.
At US Cellular, you can get the amazing new iPhone 16 on us, plus $300 off any iPad, like iPad Air.
That is a great deal.
I'll be right back.
I prompted song to express my excitement.
Just know both devices have Apple Intelligence with Genmoji to express yourself.
iPhone 16 stuns. iPad Air waits in the glow. Sweet. We should start a band. Yeah. Get iPhone 16 on us. No trade-in or plan requirements, plus $300 off any iPad. US Cellular, built for us.
On to the 6th, and with that we go inside the numbers. Presented by Hyundai. So since May 4th, Braves first in the National League in opponent average, second in ERA and strikeout rate. A lot to like right now for Braves pitching.
That's why this team's trending right now, and hopefully offense continues to start to give you a little more like we've seen.
A single here off the bat of Abrams to begin the 6th inning. He's had a nice day, 2 hits and a walk for C.J. Abrams.
I was going to say, they've put him on every time tonight, but hasn't been able to come around and score.
Remember, he was thrown out at the plate all the way back in the 1st inning. That's Sean Murphy, a trip to the mound, and we'll give you a quick word from Delta.
From Braves country to the world. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
And with that, the Braves do get some action going. Aaron Bummer up. Second batter in the order, Ahmed Rosario. Eighth start of the season for Bryce Elder. 58th of his career, with 31 of those coming in that season that we talked about where he was an all-star in 2023. But his debut came against these Washington Nationals back in the 22 season. It was April 12th of 22 here at Truist Park that he debuted. On his second for one. Well turned 6-4-3 double play.
Man, that was great. You see how fast Nick gets rid of this ball and really gives Ozzie a beautiful feed.
Perfect. Elder appreciates it. 2 down, nobody on, and now James Wood, the batter.
Wonder there if he'd have got on or got a knock, if that could have been the end of the night for Elder with Wood coming up.
If he gets Wood here, Frenchie, and he's sitting right around 80 pitches, right, running back out there.
You might. I would think so. And you got tomorrow that early game at 12:15. And then 3 in Boston. So, again, you're trying to get as many innings and outs as you can from your starting staff.
And then the Braves will finally get that off day on Monday after 17 straight games. Three-one pitch. That paints the corner. 3-2 here to James Wood.
Backdoor slider.
Just the 2 strikeouts tonight for Bryce. Make it 3. Through 6 innings, he's given up 1 run, and Atlanta's on top by 3.
As a contractor, I find sometimes the most impactful thing you can say is what you do on your own home. A couple of years ago, we put a pool in our backyard, my wife and I. There was only one choice for the decking around the new pool. We used TimberTech because of the low maintenance on the product. You can install it and just enjoy it for its lifetime.
ePay, Redwood. I mean, after 1 year, you're sanding and refinishing if you want to keep that sharp look. If you don't want to sand and oil every year, you want low maintenance, go with TimberTech.
Some moments are too big to miss.
This place is going wild!
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays and reactions from the moments that matter most.
I'm going to get that win today, but we got to keep going.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
Hey, I like the new look.
It's not new, Dad. I've been progressing my career in MLB The Show. Yeah, Road to the Show career mode includes a high school and college experience. I'm still in high school. You'll get there, Mom. What do you say you play some over derby?
Oh, yeah, let's go!
Get the full MLB The Show experience on Nintendo Switch. Rated E for everyone.
Can I get next?
Oh my! Lots of good baseball, brother, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends!
On lead, go to the bottom of the 6th. And guys, once you finish your time at the Blue Moon Brewery in Gill, you can hang out at the Delta Club. Here are some great seats down here. We got totally padded as well. And you've also got some pretty good food down underneath. Take a look at all the buffet options. Had some Italian last night. A lot of good dessert options as well. I mean, the bottom line is, guys, you guys are cooped up there in the press box, and I'm just telling you, this is a better experience. Oh, I want that
Cheesesteak looks solid.
Throw those peppers on there.
And by the way, if you want to get seats in the Delta Club, it's Braves.com/waitlist.
Or just drop Wiley's name. And the Red Sea Parts. Or so I'm told.
Still waiting for that call back, Wiley?
There's a lot of calls I'm waiting on.
Just an everyday Carly Rae Jepsen down there. Sean Murphy, left center. Over goes Cruz. He's got it. One away here. A 4-1 ball game at the bottom of the 6th. As the Braves try to win the first 3 in this 4-game series against the Washington Nationals. And remember, next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the Braves will be up in D.C. to take on these Nats again. Look out. Almost hit his back foot.
Yeah.
This guy, Jackson Rutledge, was a starter that they moved to the bullpen this year. He actually started the final game of the 2023 regular season here at Truist Park. That's when the Braves were trying to tie or break that all-time home run record. Out to left field, and Ozzie Albies continues to turn things around here tonight with a single in the 6th.
Now, it's funny now, if you think about it. He's gotten 2 hits last night, 1 tonight, 2 of them have been the other way. So when we talk about getting pull happy, right? Sometimes, Brandon, when you're not going well, you're rolling over, you're out front. It's twice I've seen Ozzie just kind of shoot it the other way, and I've seen him use that and his speed a little more sometimes, maybe bunt a few times.
Yeah, great to see him turn a corner. Now here's Harris. But Frenchie, I know you remember that last game 2 years ago that Rutledge started. We were waiting to see if the Braves would hit home run number 307 to tie the all-time record, and it was Ozuna that did it late in that game. Out to right center. Harris had that triple. He's 1 for 2. He waits at 0-2. Way outside. Two balls and 2 strikes and a check over on Ozzie Albies. Now, plate word 2-2, and Harris was in on the hands, and he'll find a way to cut it.
Yeah, he's trying to lay off that pitch and keeps coming in there. See if he can leave one out a little more over the plate.
Michael just missed his 4th homer of the year earlier. That slider was outside. Still 2-2. Former NL Rookie of the Year waits, but first time is called. Seen that pitch clock a couple of times get down tonight, and Adams has called time from the catcher position to try to save a violation. Because Parker, you can't work slow anymore with the pitch clock, but Parker, relatively to working within the frame of the pitch clock, is a slow worker, and Rutledge kind of the same.
Charge. Albies is on first.
8th pitch of the at-bat. Michael puts it in play.
Michael puts it in play.
Michael beats it out.
Michael beats it out. AKA Money Man.
So Michael at first, 2 down, and Stuart Fairchild coming up next.
Stuart Fairchild.
Fairchild has reached both times tonight, RBI double and a walk, and came around to score. That one clips the top of the zone.
That cutter had some movement to it.
Rutledge, you hear it a lot with guys like him, high prospect, you talk about their stuff. They say that he's got the stuff. It's just can he put it all together?
Yeah.
Again, he's new in this role out of the bullpen as they try to figure that bullpen out. Former starter. It's 2-2. In play and out to left field. Stuart Fairchild has reached all 3 times tonight, put together a really nice ball game.
This thing for me, though, you keep throwing that cutter like that. Even if you throw a slider with it, it all looks the same, right?
So as a hitter, you feel like you can gear up and not be fooled.
You dive a little bit over the plate. You know, you're not thinking about that inside too much.
2 on, 2 out. Here's Allen. Braves with a win tonight could get to 22-21. Trying to get above 500 for the first time.
Yeah.
Everybody in the East looking up at the Mets, who are at 28-15, and the Phillies 25-17. So the Braves right now in that 3rd spot with the Nationals and Marlins behind them.
Hang on, I want to check on a different team quickly.
That hit the bat.
When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone.
Yeah.
Emergency hack.
Yeah.
Gets it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2. That one upstairs at 97.
That one upstairs.
The count. With Rutledge, they can use him a little bit longer than a normal reliever because of his former starting duties. They like to have him go multiple innings. He's at 32 pitches right now. Came in for Parker to finish the 5th. But having a little trouble locating. And they're back on the phone. Jim Hickey, 5th year as a Nationals pitching coach. Been around a long time, pitching coach in the Big since 2004. Runners start their wheels. Grounder that Lowe gobbles up. He wins the foot race. It's 4-1 Atlanta after 6.
4-1 Atlanta after 6.
Choose to feel it. The Mazda CX-5, engineered to give you effortless control.
At US Cellular, you can get the amazing new iPhone 16 on us, plus $300 off any iPad, like iPad Air.
That is a great deal. And now an unprompted song to express my excitement.
Just know both devices have the intelligence with Genmoji to express yourself.
iPhone 16 stuns. iPad Air waits in the glow. Sweet. We should start a band. Get iPhone 16 on us. No trade-in or plan requirements. Plus $300 off any iPad. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
You're tuned into Send Moves with Dr. Fresh. Caller number 1. What's the move?
Really need your help, man. My girl's upset with me because I watched the newest episode of our show without her.
Are you actually listening to her words, or are you just hearing her heart? If you can hear it, caller.
Well, I mean, it was only one episode.
Look, I know how to get things back on track. No, really. But for breeze, romance, and desire, you get your spark back with hints of sparkling champagne spritz and pink rose petals. Any helps in the mood? Give Dr. Fresh a call.
Some moments are too big to miss.
4 swings, 4 homers. Kyle Tucker, you are the man. It's gone! This place is going wild.
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays from around the league as they happen.
Wild play! Oh!
Plus, highlights and reaction.
Abreu reaches up. He doesn't get it, but Rafael is right there, trying to be on the spot. That game is tied in the bottom of the 9th in Detroit. And from there, the Red Sox will go home, and the Braves will play the Red Sox with a 3-game series starting on Friday. All right, Frenchie, so Elder does his job. 6 strong innings, 1 run, and now the bullpen and Bummer coming on here.
Yeah, 9 more outs. Bullpen's been good the last couple nights.
6 more outs.
And continually encouraged by what Bryce Elder is doing.
Quality start after quality start, I'll tell you that.
It's looking like he did a couple of years ago. Confident, locating his pitches.
Yeah.
Cleanup hitter Nathaniel Lowe. Ready
Lowe.
for an 0-2 pitch from Bummer.
Ball.
The Red Sox, by the way, the Braves will play next. They're right at 500 as well, 22-22.
Yeah.
As they play that game in the bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees are 3.5 up over in the NL East ahead of the Red Sox. But the Yankees, the only team in that division above 500.
You think?
We're going to get it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Got him in a little bit of everything.
But he can smile about it, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. I'll try to keep this a little PG-13 as I can.
Nathaniel Lowe went to Pope High School nearby in Marietta. Lines this the other way for a base hit. So a leadoff single in the 7th.
More location than anything because of the elevation. He kind of just throws the hands at it. Nice piece of hitting by Lowe.
And Lowe started his college career in the state of Georgia at Mercer, but then transferred to Mississippi State. And the Rays drafted him in the 13th round and got a World Series ring with the Texas Rangers a couple of years ago. Won a Gold Glove that year as well, and now in his first season in D.C.
Yeah.
And behind him here, Alex Call, no balls, 2 strikes.
Alex Call.
Upstairs, a ball and 2 strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Stay tuned for the stretch. Presented tonight by Synovus.
Well, folks. Yeah.
We'll be
Peace.
flipping out the Cracker Jack up here. Fritz, you've done a nice
Yeah.
job the last couple of nights to spread the infield.
I agree with you, military fans.
You still got it.
Peace.